Hi, parents. This is Erica Bowles from Valley Shannon, and we are coming to you recorded, not live, on this video for you to check out all the recent updates regarding our non-traditional instruction days, or NTI days. I am going to run through this short agenda right here for you as quickly as possible to keep my video as short as possible. I attempted to record this with at least my face in the corner so you could see that it wasn't just a voiceover, that I was actually here interacting with you, but I can't get it to navigate all the different tabs as long as the video has my face in the corner. So you just get the screen. There you go. All right, this is what we're going to run through. This daily newsletter, I'm only going to do this same newsletter every day and update it every time I have an update for you. And I say that to differentiate between generating a brand new newsletter every day with a separate link. I wanted there to be one centralized location that you could go to no matter where you were. So your kids are super familiar with personalized bit.lys. We use them at school all the time. We created this one for our newsletter, which is bit.ly/capital B for Bally and capital NTI. So Bally NTI. And if you go to that from anywhere, you're going to go to the actual link for this newsletter. And what I will do is, just as I have things to add, I'll just alter them and then republish them. I'll always put the dates that I republished, and any new information will get bumped up to the top and repeat information will be at the bottom. So let me run through this. We're going to I did that. Did one thing. Woo! We're going to talk about breakfast and lunch, Canvas assignments, paper packet assignments, the archive on the Valley website, and if you have issues or you need help during this time, and our availability. So breakfast and lunch. Breakfast and lunch is for any student, any Valley student that needs breakfast or lunch during this time. We recognize that this is completely uncertain times. So let me back up about 4 steps and say, when we opened our staff meeting on Friday with our staff, the first thing we talked about was you guys and your families, and understanding the fact that there's a lot of unknown right now, and most of our parents are dual working households, and how are they going to do this? How are you going to do this? And you got kids at home, and some of our kids are going to have to babysit, and some kids are going to have to go to work with you, and some kids are going to be displaced, and they're going to be in other people's houses or relatives' houses, or so there's just, we have got to be aware that this doesn't look like a typical snow day where the kiddo sleeps in and wakes up and lounges all day. And that's probably not what's going on in houses. And so what we tried to do was widen our scope to understand that we have 700 families and very possibly 700 different ways of doing this over the course of the next month. So we want to stay as flexible and as accommodating to you as possible. If you feel like at any point we are not being those things, just tell us, because that is our goal. And if you're not feeling it, then we need to hear it and make adjustments for you. So, okay, that said, breakfast and lunch is for anyone. So we recognize that that can't just be for students on free and reduced lunch. That has to be for any kid, because we could very possibly have kiddos whose parents are both working and they don't have any way to get a lunch, or any other sort of situation that would be somewhat like that. So any student in our school, free students will get free lunch, reduced students will get a reduced rate. Students not on free and reduced will pay. We are not allowed to accept charges during this time, so do make sure that you do pay their lunch fees online. There are a couple of different ways that you can place orders. You can email our cafeteria manager, Mary Butch, and her email address is in this newsletter. You can call our school number, and our number is in there. Or you can, here's a link, place a breakfast or lunch order here. Here's a link, click here to place a breakfast or lunch order. And I did that one other place too, in the quick links, place a breakfast or lunch order. All 3 of those links go to the same spot. It just goes to an ordering page where you can place an order. On Monday and Tuesday only, breakfast will be from 7:30 to 9:30. This is time change. This is different than we recently published. 7:30 to 9:30. Lunch will be from 11 to 1. It's pickup only, and we will bring it to you. So just pull up in the bus loop and we will come out to you. We want to make sure that we're practicing responsible social distancing and keeping our families in their cars, and we will come to them. We do want to make sure that you guys are aware that if you have, let's say, the example in here is I've got 2 kids at Long Branch and 2 kids at Ballyshannon, and I want to pick up all 4 meals at one school instead of running all over the place. You absolutely can do that. So just place all your orders at one school, and it doesn't matter what school it is. You guys do what's convenient for you. Beginning March the 18th, I just got this information less than half an hour ago, and we'll get updated information coming out as soon as we get it. But they are going to start delivering food out to designated locations in our school community rather than have you come to the schools. So as soon as I have that information, I will update you guys on that. That's breakfast and lunch. Canvas assignments. So Canvas is where we're going to house all of your students' online learning. All of your students are connected to the Canvas learning management system, and they have connections to all of their courses. During the year, some of the teachers have used it more than others. So some of the kids are much more familiar with Canvas than others are, but it really is a very easy to learn and easy to use program. That said, if you have struggles, email your child's teacher, contact me, call the main school office, 905-2620. Don't sit home and struggle and get frustrated and get angry at one another. Call us. We will help you. So this is what my dashboard looks like in my Canvas. I have everybody's courses. Your kids will not see that. That would be insane. So your kids should have anywhere from 6 to 9 courses listed on their dashboard. They'll have their 4 cores, ELA, Science, Social Studies, and Math. They should have 2 UAs, and then they should have this Ballyshannon announcements. And that is where I send out announcements directly to the students. And teachers do also. And they may have these tutorial pages. If you have a 6th grader that has Miss Kegley and I for tutorial, then they will have these as well. But we are not using them at all while you guys are out. No tutorial while you guys are out. So what the kids need to do every day is they need to, at some point during the day between 12 a.m. and 11:59 p.m., they need to log on and check all 6 of their Canvas courses and do the work that is designated for that day for all 6 courses. They can do a little bit every hour. They can do it all at once. They can do it in the morning. They can do it in the afternoon. They can do it in the evening. They can do it whenever they want, just as long as the work for that day is done by 11:59 p.m. that night. We didn't want to create a regimented schedule for our kids because we understood that their lives are going to be in upheaval, and we just don't feel like we can dictate to you guys when students are going to be doing their schoolwork. That has to be a little more fluid than that. I apologize. You're going to hear my dog barking in the background. I'm home. On the announcements page, I did want to show you that I want to show you the student view. So what the kids will see, you're seeing the back side of what I program. And so every day we will have announcements and we will have some sort of discussion board. Not mandatory. If the kids don't check this the entire time we're off work, there is no penalty for that whatsoever. But every day we will have normal announcements for our kids. We are trying to keep up a routine that we've always had. We always have a daily positive when they come in the morning. We always have music playing for them. So we'll tell them what music are we listening to in the office that day. So this was from Friday, and we'll try to have some positive things in there as well, updates, so on and so forth. On the discussion board, we'll keep it plain and simple, but I loved that on Friday I checked this and we had tons of kids that had responded, and we got to respond back with them. I mean, gosh, the best part of our job is kids. It's when there's no such thing as school without kids. It's so hard. So hard. So that is on the announcements page. And if they go there, they'll see the daily announcements. There's also a place on there where they can connect with our counselors. I believe we're going to put a link on there for Mrs. Wood, our media specialist, to give them ideas of books that they could be reading or all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so I want to show you what it might look like if I'm a student and I need to check my courses every day to see what's due. So I'm going to say, let's say I'm a 6th grader. If I'm on the 6th grade orange team, I might have this math class listed. This is Mr. Jones's math class, and front and center, as soon as I open it up, here would be the student view. As soon as I opened it up, it would say, here's your NTI work for the week, and here's the agenda for the week. Let me click that. He's got on there exactly what to do. On Monday, do this practice. There's an answer key to the worksheet, and take the quiz labeled volume Monday, March 16th quiz. So he has all his work already listed for the week. It looks like some of his links perhaps are not in there yet, but they will be by that day. We just asked the teachers to post one day at a time, but some of them have said, I'm going to post more than that for my kids because some of my kids work at a faster pace. So that's awesome. If at any point, let me come out of the student view, if at any point you struggle with finding the assignments or trying to understand how to do the assignments, just email your teacher. Most of them are going to have office hours during the week, which we'll be publishing. So that means that they will be live on some form of video chat. So kids can connect with them and say, I totally don't get what you're saying. And when you said this in the video, or when you say do this worksheet, what does that mean? So I showed you his view, and now I'm going to show you, let's see, this is Miss Stamper, same team, different teacher on the team, ELA. And hers is going to look a little different. She has the same information on the front page. She's got all of the information that her kids need for that week, what to do this week. Accelerated, do this. Regular, do this. She's got all sorts of information on here for you guys. So make sure that your kids just connect with all their courses every day and complete the work that's on here. As long as they're completing their work, then we can count them as present during this time, which seems nuts and crazy, but that's the situation that we're in. That's what non-traditional instruction days are. So I have definitely heard some comments from people that have said, my kids are not going to do any work while they're off. I promise you we're not doing this for punishment. We really just want our kiddos, when they return to us, to not have had this learning slide. And we want to keep kids learning at the rate that they were learning, because we were making so much amazing progress this year. And we want to just keep up that momentum as much as possible. We have made sure that the assignments that we're giving them are not overwhelming. I told teachers 30 minutes or less per class, which should be about 3 hours worth of work per day, which is significantly less than the time in a day. But we understand that kids work differently independently and when they're home with siblings and all kinds of other distractions. So that is the goal. If you're feeling like that's not happening, just let us know and we'll make adjustments. And that was Canvas. I talked about the paper packet assignments already. The info archive is if you go to the Bally-Shannon website. If you're ever wondering, what did she say about coronavirus on March the 9th? Or what did she say about it? Didn't she say something on March the 12th about? So in the news section at the bottom, Bally Info Archive regarding COVID-19, I just put a section where I've published everything that I've ever published about COVID-19. So you would have that. And then I will also have the link to the newsletter there, so that if you don't want to check your email every day to get the new link or to get that link, and you're just a person that navigates websites better, you can do that. And let's see, what's the agenda? Tech issues and help. We are here for you. If something goes wrong with a Chromebook, if you can't connect to Infinite Campus, or if you can't connect to Canvas, or if you just can't get things to work right, or if you're overwhelmed, or kids need tutoring, or guys, we're here for you. We're the school. Don't sit at home and get super frustrated. Just contact us, and we're here to help. We're all still working. So please let us help you if we can do anything. Okay, that's it for this video today. I hope I tackled the big hitter things, and I'll be back in touch with you guys later on this week. We're wishing you all the health and love and luck in the world, and happy St. Patrick's Day on Tuesday. I can't believe we're missing St. Patrick's Day with our kiddos. What a bummer. Okay, you guys have a great week. We'll be in touch soon.